Hi here, Finns here. I'm back for another video, and today I'm doing talking about something different this time. You know, recently I've been talking about, in the last few months I've been talking about Eurovision, because you know it's Eurovision season and it's really taken over my channel in a way. You know, I've been reacting to the songs, I've been reacting to national finals, of the songs in the national final I should say. I've been doing my predictions for both semi-finals and all that stuff. So yeah, the Eurovision has really taken over my channel in a few months. Because it's Eurovision season and there's like only a few days now until the rehearsals take place in Tel Aviv in a week's time. Yes, it is. So yes, yeah, I'm still looking forward to that. I'm still going to be talking about the Eurovision stuff, as it's still Eurovision season. But there are going to be other stuff as well on this channel that I like to talk about, because I like to talk about like programs on TV. I like being a TV reviewer. I like talking about this and that. I like talking about like Saturday night prime time TV shows I like to watch, because I know a lot of you might like watching that. Yes, and so I want to like do like a quick like TV review, like 3 programs I like to watch and I like to review about, that I sometimes do on this channel and hopefully will do more on after Eurovision is over. I'm going to be talking about 3 programs that I like to talk about on this channel and what I think about those. And those are Britain's Got Talent, X Factor UK and Strictly Come Dancing. Those are the 3 programs I like to talk about on this channel. Yes, and what I think about them, and yes, in the UK. So yes, so let's start off Britain's Got Talent. Britain's Got Talent's a variety show. I bet you if there's a Got Talent somewhere in your world, probably, if you're watching this. Yeah, Britain's Got Talent is a show I don't actually often talk about on this channel. I've done a couple of videos on it, but hopefully I will do some more. I know there's a series going on Britain's Got Talent right now. So yes, Britain's Got Talent. It's a good series. I think it's a good show. It's a good entertainment program. It's been on for a few years now. Yeah, I enjoy watching it. Good Saturday night telly. I mean, what I like about Britain's Got Talent is there's nothing out like it. You could say X Factor is a singing competition and there's been other singing competitions, but there's like nothing like Britain's Got Talent because it's a variety show, and there really isn't actually that many. Well, on TV now, Britain's Got Talent is the only variety show that is on air, and I think that's how it stands out. And there's nothing clashing on it on the Saturday night when it is on. I think it's good. Yeah, I think it's a good series. I prefer the live shows than actually the auditions, because I sometimes now recently feel like the auditions have kind of gone like predictable kind of way. You know, 85 of the times like the judges will say yes. I mean, we've got Simon Cowell. I bet there's still good auditions, don't get me wrong. I just prefer watching the live shows because I just think that's more interesting to watch, and I get excited because I don't know who's going to go through to the final. The semi-finals I really enjoy watching on a weekday night. Yeah, Simon Cowell, Amanda Holden, Alicia Dixon, David Walliams are the judges, and Tedek are the hosts. Yeah, and you know, we've had these 4 judges for like a long time now, since 2012, and I can see why we've had them for a long time. I don't think we really need to actually change the judging panel. I think it's great. I think they all fit in well, they all get along, they all have their individual personalities, they work well. Yeah, if they decide to change the judging panel, I wouldn't understand, because actually there's no need to change the judging panel because it's perfect for it. Yeah, sure, there's some of the times in the auditions they always say yes, but you know what? They always work well together, and I wouldn't... I just can't see it why they wouldn't want to work together. I think until they'd stop working, I think it's great. The host Ant and Dec, you know, we didn't have Ant last year in the live shows. Dec did a really good job on his own though. I mean, he tried his best. He wasn't perfect, but he really, really tried his best on his own. But I'm glad Ant and Dec are back together again, so yeah. So yeah, Britain's Got Talent, I think we have decent winners. It's a decent entertainment show at the end of the day, yeah. The other show I want to talk about is The X Factor. Yeah, I mean, The X Factor, same competition, you know, Simon Cowell on it, Leary hosts it, and, you know, we've had loads of judges over the years. Yeah, The X Factor, yeah, I mean, Series 1 to Series 4 were good series, I would say, but 2008 to 2010, I think those series were golden. I think they were the best series of all. I think something worked in those three series. I think we will always remember. I think they worked well. Then Series 11 to Series 14 were, I think, were still good series. They weren't golden, but they were still good. They were still watchable. They were still exciting. But I feel like now, after 2015, the X Factor's gone quite downhill recently. Yeah. I don't know. I just think the ratings say it all, you know. Like, the X Factor 2010 final had, like, what, 15, 16 million viewers watching? The 2017 X Factor final only had 3 million viewers of the final that year. I mean, that just says it all, really. I mean, I can see why the ratings have gone down. And this is the reason why. For me, the problem with the X Factor in recent years is that there's been too much change. You know, some years we don't know who's going to be on the judging panel. Some years we don't know where the auditions are going to take place. Are they going to be in a room? Is there going to be in a live arena? How long are the live shows going to last? You know, I think I can understand, you know, every series has to be different. And I understand you can't have, like, all the series are exactly the same. I think you always have to have some difference, yes, have some change to it. But I think the problem is now with the X Factor is, I think viewers are getting tired of the change, because, like, there's so much change, you know, and, you know, to the series, to the judging panel. I'm done with it. I just think, I mean, if I was reviewing the X Factor in, like, the glory days, like the 2008 to 2010 series, I would do a review every week of that if they was still running, like, those type of series again. But the series, yeah, I just feel like the X Factor now is dying a slow death. I just can't, you know, I mean, to be fair, compared to The Voice UK, which is just, they do create good stars over the years. I mean, Leona Lewis, One Direction, Ollie Murs, Alexandra Burke, JLS, Little Mix, James Arthur, Heather Henderson, the list goes on. I mean, Fleur East, the list goes on. I mean, compared to The Voice UK, it is, I mean, to be fair, they have created superstars over the years, but I just feel like now the ratings are going down. There's so much change to the show, and, you know, there've been rumours that this year they might, like, bring, like, celebrities on the show as contestants. They might have, like, an all-star cast, like having veteran X Factor contestants in previous years to go back on the show. I mean, that kind of shows, if that is true, that I have a sense that they want to end the X Factor, because I think if 2019 was the last year and they brought celebrities and they brought all-star cast to the show, then that's great. But I think that would be a great ending to the show, of the whole series. Because, you know, they could do it like Dancing on Ice, because they had an all-star cast and then had a 4 years hiatus and then came back last year. What I think they should do is, you know, what they should do is like have a celebrity cast, all star cast for this series, and great, end the show, and like put on a 3-year or 4-year hiatus break, you know, and bring it back in like what 2023, 2024 or something. Because yeah, I mean, it needs a break. I just have a sense it just needs a break. X Factor. You know, Simon Cowell should like what? Go back to America and like do X Factor America, or bring back Pop Idol even. But yeah, I just think they need a break, X Factor. And finally, very quickly, I'm going to talk about the other thing very quickly, is Strictly Come Dancing. A show that I actually I'm not afraid to say I actually quite like watching. I think if I said, oh, I like watching it. I like watching Strictly 5 years ago, I would never say that. But now, recent years, I really do actually quite like watching Strictly. I think the rating has gone up, which is good and deserved. I think compared to X Factor, the series now are more memorable than what the contestants you have on X Factor compared to the contestants you have on Strictly. I mean, you remember the kissing scandal with Sean and Katya. You remember, you know, whether Joe Suggs should be on the lineup. Whether Ashley Roberts should be a contestant. You know, last year they all brought something different, and I know there was a lot of backlash when the celebrities were officially announced. But actually, they all work. It doesn't matter how famous you are. What matters is what you do on the show, and I think they were all rememberable. Just a rememberable cast in a way. I actually like this whole series. I think the recent years it's become enjoyable. It's good Saturday night entertainment. I think it's something that X Factor struggles. I think it's been really good. I thought it was genius idea to have Joe Suggs as one of the contestants, because you know Strictly does struggle getting that younger audience watching, and I think bringing on a YouTuber really helped the series as well. Yeah, and I think also, and I think Joe Suggs was a good asset to the show. I think bringing a younger audience to the show was brilliant. And I think even, although he didn't win, I think that was kind of because Joe Suggs didn't win, I think that was kind of blessing in disguise in a way, because I think there would have been a lot of backlash if Joe Suggs would have won, I think, because a lot of people would be complaining about his fan base, you know, because people were voting from his fan base, and he didn't win. Stacey Dooley won, and rightly so. So I think that was good, and I really hope another YouTuber goes on the show, because you know I think it would be great for the younger audience. Yeah, I would love to see. It's opening the door for more YouTubers to be on the show, and yeah, I think it's great. And mind you, Joe Suggs would have been deserving winner as well. I thought he really improved. I think Strictly has just got better as years gone on. I think it's been marvellous. I think it's really done really well, I think. Stacey was a deserved winner in my opinion. And you know what, Dan Wootton, off the Lorraine show, you know, that entertainment editor, can slag off Stacey Dooley all he wants. At the end of the day, she won the show, and rightly so. So yes, I like Strictly, and I really hope, I'm looking forward to the lineup. I wonder who's going to replace Darcy Bustle though. Oti, Anton, well, they're professional dancers, and if they were judges, they won't be professional dancers anymore. Maybe Karen Hardy, maybe, who knows. But yes, Strictly is, out of those three, Strictly's number one, Britain's Got Talent 2, and X Factor's 3. Comment down below what are your favourite programmes on Saturday night to watch. Like and subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time, probably for a Eurovision video, just saying, very soon. Goodbye, people.